Him in office, nothing. No wars. It's not happening. Somehow. Somehow you get in office and all of a sudden we need to present more aggressive, more victorious. So it's Department of War. A mess. So he goes on to say, right? I wish I could do his voice. I can't. We won World War I. We won World War II. We won everything before that and in between. And then we decided to go woke. And we changed the name to DOD. So we're going to Department of War. President Trump. Here is where my frustration lies. I know you have an understanding of your base. I know you do. But your base is not as dumb as you think. They're not. And a lot of us who did support you and thought, okay, maybe he's, gonna do kind of what he did last time, be a little different, be a little radical, but, make some positive things and changes and advancements and things like that. We won't go so left, right? Because woke is a trigger word for the right. You can't slap woke on everything now. You can't slap fake news on everything now. You can't, throw these trigger words out and think that the right is just going to fall in line and be like, oh, it was a woke idea? Oh, no. Yep, we back at 1,000% because it was a woke idea. You can't do that, sir. At this point, it's not going to work. Throwing out that word to make it seem as though this change happened because it was a woke agenda. The name it didn't get changed 5 years ago, 10 years ago when woke came around. So you can't imply that it was changed as a woke agenda. That is not correct. And again, like I said before, a lot of people use words to trigger you, to make you be emotional, to make you react. And the whole time they know they're dead ass wrong. They are wrong. He is wrong. This was not some woke agenda to change the name. So why would you then say it was changed as because we wanted to go woke? Because he wants the right to just fall in line. Again, get behind him, fall in line. Like you did with the Epstein files and told, oh, it's just the left telling you guys that, and you're listening to them and you're believing them. It's fake news. It's fake news. They're too woke. They're too progressive. It's fake news. No, people aren't dumb and they know what they see. So this whole it was woke, that's not going to work, sir. You already ran on one thing and now you're changing it up. And because you want to change it up, you want to go and say it's woke. I'm telling you, please. Who am I? I know, just this little black girl on the internet. But listen, this is not going to work anymore. Slapping woke on things, slapping fake news on things is not going to work. And you know why? Because you've already proved that you are ready and willing to lie, to go back on what you said. You've already proved that. Therefore, it calls into question everything you say after. So now, because you're telling people this is woke, it calls that into question. And actually, I'm going to read how the name changed. And you tell me if that sounds woke, because clearly there's a missing link here. There's a missing link. I'm going to fill it in. You tell me, President Trump, if this sounds like a woke thing, because maybe your advisors and the people around you didn't advise you correctly. And they thought if you just got out and said the key words that people would fall in line and be like, oh, okay, yep, that makes sense. They changed it because the people are woke. Stop. So, a War Department existed from U.S. independence until 1947, when the Truman administration, President Truman, split the Army and the Air Force into separate military branches and joined them with the then independent Navy to form a new agency. Okay? 2 years after that, okay, the Congress then decided to name it Department of Defense. Nothing woke about that to me. Nothing about that screams woke. Hold on. Before you go, remember to like, comment, and subscribe to Black and Classic Podcast.